Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for Lunar Self-Care. I'm Joan Uemura, Shure. I'm a holistic esthetician and a lead aesthetics educator for evanhealy skincare and yoga instructor. So, yay, let's begin. So let's just close our eyes if that feels comfortable for you. And with a tall spine and your shoulders down your back, just start taking notice of your breath, just arriving here, right now. Let's breathe together. Take a deep, expansive inhale into your lowest belly. Let it go through your mouth. Let's just take our hands to our heart. Just doing a little bit of an intention setting for our time together. So just inviting in divine spirit, however you see divine spirit as, and just asking that we co-create with divine spirit and each other a field of harmony and ease, relaxation and healing. Take a deep breath, inhale. Let's just chant one Om together to seal our intention. Take a deep breath. Yay, welcome, welcome. So, before we start, let's just make sure you have your products with you, hopefully, if you can. So, our Nourishing Cleansing Oil, any of our body oils, and your Hydrosoul of choice, and a bowl of hot water and a washcloth. And let's go ahead and begin. So let's take a good amount of our body oil first. So we're going to start with some massage and some lymph drainage, and then we'll go into oil cleansing. So take, about a quarter size. So that was about 10 pumps of your body oil, and just warm that up in your hands. And let's go ahead and apply this to our whole face, our throat, neck, upper chest, and shoulders. Just big, broad strokes to just spread it around first. And then we'll take about the same amount of Nourishing Cleansing Oil. So again, it's about the size of a quarter. It's a big amount. And then again, warm that up and we'll apply that to our face. We're nice and oiled up for our treatment. And so we're going to start with our necks and the base of our skull. So this is where I usually like to start when I'm giving facials. So I thought I'd kind of follow the same routine that I do when I work on my clients. So using the finger pads here, we're just going to take some good pressure, however that feels good, whatever feels good to you. And then on either side of the spine, working your way up into the base of the skull. Do this a few times, just kind of warming up and loosening up the neck. take it slow and just enjoy the process. No worries, no hurries. We're working under the balsamic phase of the moon today. This is just the very last bits of that waning moon. Tomorrow will be the new moon. And so this is like just a really great time to really relax and let go. Now we'll take the opposite side hand, and this time we're going to use these 3 fingers and just going up this way. We'll do that a few times. Again, up into that occipital ridge. And just remembering to breathe deeply. Just giving yourself some beautiful self-care. And then we're going to go down the same way and then coming to the top of the shoulder. Just a nice opening into the trapezius. These muscles can get really bunched up. And then we'll do the other side. So starting with an upward motion. And we're just using those first 3 fingers, the whole of the fingers. And then we'll go back down to the top of the shoulder. So all these muscles and bones and tendons, everything is connected in our body, right? So really helping the shoulders, the neck, the throat area can really help release, and the scalp also can really help release the face too. And then using the whole of the palm and just scooping up. And then let's interlace our hands right under that occipital ridge and just lean back into your hands and pull up slightly and just giving your cervical spine some breath, some opening. So good. I'm going to turn around. And we'll do a little bit more neck stuff here. So just at the top of the neck, the top of the shoulder and the very bottom of the neck. So this area here that tends to get kind of congested, just pulling that muscle forward and then coming into the collarbones, draining into the lymph, right this way. That feels super good. And we'll do the other side. Then coming right from the back of the ear, and then just draining to the center. Go side to side with that for a few times. Just helping the flow of lymph drain. Oh, do that again now. hand over hand. Just take it slow. Do it a couple more times. Now working the chin and the jawline. So bringing your hands together like this. And we're just going to push up into the chin, right behind the bone, and then kind of pinching the first two fingers and just coming along the jawline and then taking the fist, draining. So the first part of this oil cleanse is we're working the lymph and draining the lymph. And then the second part will be doing more kind of classical Swedish massage. And now bringing the palms together and using this space right in here, we're going to go along the jawline, up into the hairline, and then coming down to drain again. So when you come up, you can bring the middle finger in front of the ear and the pointer finger behind the ear, and then swipe down. Just using your entire hand. Now we're going to come right underneath the ridge of the cheekbone and just using both hands, hand over hand. Again, using the full hand, going up into the hairline. And then coming down into the collarbones. To the other side, under the cheekbone, into the hairline. Come on down into the collarbone. And let's just swipe over the cheekbones and come down. Do that 3 times. Swipe over and down, draining the lymph. Let's interlace our hands now. This time we're going to be using this knuckle and the thumbnail. I'm just kind of pressing that knuckle into the cheekbone and then just lightly, again, we're draining into the hairline. And then when we come down, we're going to be using this whole part here of the thumb. Just helping move along the lymph system, carries all the waste in the body. So these movements help to move this along. draining. It can really help with puffiness in your face, your whole body actually. Now we're going to use this space here in between our first two fingers, and just starting at the beginning of the brow and going across the brow, so on either side of the brow bone. And then when you get to your hairline, bring your knuckles together and then swoop around the ear, and then you can turn your wrist around and then we'll slide down, draining into the lymph. Draining again. Feels super good. So when we oil cleanse, we use the straight oil. It's a really beautiful way to cleanse the skin, nourishing at the same time. And we'll add our Hydrosoul after we're finished cleansing. So again, just taking those fingers on either side of the brow bone, bringing the fingers together as you come into the hairline, and then swooping around the ear and coming down into the neck. Now we'll take fists, and we're going to be using this part and all the way into the palm. And bring your hands together at the brows and just slowly using that whole hand, sliding upward into the hairline. And we'll do that 3 times in this position. Feels super good. And then we will spread our hands a little bit wider now. And same motion 3 times. And then last time. Now tilt your head back slightly. We'll take the same shape again and just coming down along the hairline, along the side of the face, draining into the collarbone. Yay. Now we're going to just start doing some kind of more classical Swedish massage. So with this, we'll do circular upwards and outwards, moving, massaging. If you feel like, I'm going to add a little bit more oil. Let's add a little bit more cleansing, nourishing cleansing oil to this. So what I absolutely love about doing this is that if you've never done this before, or if you haven't done it in a long time, after about 10 or so minutes, you might start feeling little kind of crystally hard bits coming up. And those are facial plugs. It's so awesome. I think it's just a really good feeling to get that from me anyway. Because it's like a way to deep pore cleanse without actually having an esthetician do extractions. It helps to just bring any kind of blockages up. So we're just using this beautiful circular motion going up and around. Oh, let's work our nose area, sides of the nose, upper lip. There's more sebaceous glands in the center of the face, so a lot of times we'll get a little bit more congested through that T-zone area. Let's circle through the orbital bones, just kind of following the shape slowly through your two middle fingers. Feels super good. And then if you can feel, when you're coming up toward the brow, you can feel like a little divot in the bone there. That's a really nice pressure point. You can just pause there, say hello. And then move out a little bit more. You should feel a little bit, another indentation at the top of the brow. Let's do that a couple more times. Pausing at those acupressure points. And then coming underneath the cheekbone, so finding that high point of the cheekbone, underneath it is a really nice pressure point that is a great release point, especially if you have a TMJ-D. If you like clench or grind your teeth at night, your jaw might be tight, or your jaw just might be tight. But this is a really good way to help release that. Just kind of leaning into the knuckle. Take a few more deep breaths here. Can release that. And then coming right to the back of the jaw area. Can massage downward with the finger pads. Open your jaw slightly. This is tight on me. Coming back to some nice rhythmic circles, moving upward. Go hand over hand on your forehead into the hairline. Make a prayer shape with your hands, lying down. Prayer shape. Do that one more time. Just coming down. So good. Now let's take our washcloth, dip it into our hot water, and we'll make a little hot compress. So just taking your towel and just compressing it into the skin a few times, breathing deeply. And then we're going to just make a little mitt out of our towel and then just do some nice small circles all over the skin. Removing the oil, removing dead skin cells. Let's do one more compress. Feels so good. And grab your Hydrosoul and let's just do a really beautiful cascading of this. Do like 25, 30 sprays, just really drenching our skin, giving it a big, big drink of hydration. And we'll press that in. Skin feels so good. Yay. Now, I'm just going to lead you through a little bit of yoga. Super easy and restorative, kind of yin style yoga. I feel good. Let's take a drink of water. So the moon is in Libra today. So Libra rules the kidneys and the skin. So this is the perfect time to be doing this. So let's start with some Sufi rolls. So we're just circling around ourselves. Lead with your belly and your chest as we articulate through the spine. And let's add in some Ujjayi breaths. This yogic breathing is a beautiful tool to help keep bringing us back to the present moment. So you just close down the back of the throat slightly and breathe in and out of the nose. And it sounds like this. It's beautiful oceanic sound. Ujjayi breath means victorious breath. And then let's switch our circle, going the other way. Just moving to the spine, slowly, intently, lovingly. And then coming back to center, tall spine. Let's just do a couple big shoulder rolls. Take your fingertips to your shoulders and just circle through your elbows, opening through your chest. Breathing deeply. And then take your hands behind you, interlace your hands behind you. Just open through the chest. Relax through your shoulders. Take a deep breath here. Inhale. Let it go through the mouth. Exhale. Release your hands. Take your right hand to the mat and let the top of your head fall over to the right. And just feel that beautiful opening. With just that little movement, you can get some nice opening through the side of the neck and the shoulder here. And then inhale, let's come swooping over with the left arm. Fingertips go overhead, arm comes overhead. Just get a nice stretch into your side body. And then inhale, your fingertips go toward the sky. Your arm comes behind you slightly. Breathe to the armpit, the upper inner arm, open, and then exhale. Bring your arm around you and just grab whatever you can grab. Maybe your shirt, maybe your waist, maybe your thigh. And this is just helping to open up that shoulder. the left shoulder, and then just let your head fall again and see how that feels. Mm-hmm. That is good. Let's take a couple Ujjayi breaths here. See if you can direct your breath right into the areas that could use your breath, use some space. Release your arm now. Stretch it out straight with your fingers away from you. And then let's just do some good circles with that shoulder. The sun's kind of coming in bright. Should we do this? There we go. Better. Okay. Extend through the arm. Open through the top of the shoulder. Maybe you can feel those connections we were massaging earlier at the base of the skull, the top of the shoulder. Now, super slowly, move with me. If you have neck problems, you might want to skip this or just take it really, really slow. I have neck issues and I love this, but I just take it really slow. So what we're going to do is just move through a circle around, just circling with your head, but just being super curious with your neck and just find another position, or maybe it's the same position that feels good, like it needs some opening. This always works really good for me, this right here. And then once you come to a good spot, circle through your shoulder, extend through your arm, and breathe. See if you can direction your breath into those congested areas. So for me, it's like this tends to get really tight. Scalenes, traps. This is just a really good way to open up into that. Let's take one more deep breath here. Let it go through the mouth. Beautiful. And then we're going to do that one more time. Take that big, slow circle. Find an interesting spot. Pause. Circle with your shoulder. Extend through your arm. Beautiful. Let's do a couple directional breaths. So see if you can just breathe right into these areas that feel a little tight. And just sending space and love. Beautiful. Now, bringing your face back to that first position, so we're looking forward. Take your right hand to the right side of your face and just help your head up. And we're just going to rock our head side to side. We're just moving through the cervical spine, lubricating it. And then we're going to nod up and down. You don't have to go your full range of motion. And then we'll do the funky chicken. And then let's circle through the shoulders a couple times. And let's change the cross of your legs. We'll go to the other side now. So take your left hand to your mat and just lean onto that hand and let your head fall over to the left. Just feeling all this area, being on the phone, being on the computer. It's like that whole looking down thing can really do a number on our necks, on our shoulders. So just taking time to tend to these places. On our next inhale, take your arm and swoop over, and then just get a nice side stretch through the side body on the right. Take a deep inhale, bring your arm to the sky, bring your arm slightly behind you, breathe into the armpit, into the upper inner arm, and then on your exhale, wrap your arm around you. Just let that shoulder open up. Take a couple deep breaths. Let it go, let it go. That's the message of the Balsamic Moon. Just releasing and letting it go. Take one more deep breath here. Exhale. Release your arm. Straighten it out. Roll through the shoulder, up, back, and down. And then let's take that really slow circle with your head. Find that interesting spot that could use some attention. Pause into it, breathe, and then circle through the shoulder, lengthen through the arm. Direction your breath into these areas that don't necessarily get a lot of love, but could really, really use it. Breathing deeply, smoothly. And let's take one more circular trip around the circumference of the head and neck. Find a good spot, pause, circle through your shoulder, extend through your arm, and luxuriate in this. Breathe into it, enjoy it, open up into it. Let it go, let it go. Take one more deep inhale here. Exhale, maybe through your mouth. Then turn your face forward. If it isn't already, take your left hand to the left side of your head. Help your head up. And then let's do that side to side. Moving through the neck. And then we'll go up and down. Again, you don't have to go your full range of motion. And then we'll do the funky chicken. And then let's just do a couple more nice slow shoulder rolls. We'll do one restorative pose, So go ahead and extend your legs out in front of you. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, just come on over your straight legs. Grab whatever you can grab. And if you have pillows, you can put them underneath you for support. And then, maybe resting on the pillow and resting your hands, your forehead on your hands. I have my invisible pillow here. And just release into this. Breathing. Come back to that Ujjayi breath. Deep, smooth, even, continuous. Calming the central nervous system. Reminding you to keep coming back to the present moment. Right here, right now. Two more deep breaths here. Nourishing, inhale. Detoxifying, grounding, exhale. Oxygenating, nourishing our bodies. And then slowly just walk yourself up to a tall spine. And then roll down onto your back. Let's come onto your mat. Pull your knees into your chest. Get wide through your thighs and just rock side to side. And then stretch out long on the floor. So just take your arms above your head, take your legs long, and just do that big open stretch. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And just relaxing down onto your back or whatever position feels good to you, and taking whatever props feel good to you. So you might want a blanket or pillows, maybe a pillow for your head, maybe a pillow for the backs of your knees, and just get super cozy. We're going to move into our yoga nidra, our yogic sleep meditation. Grab a sip of water if you have some. Stay hydrated. Get nice and comfy. Get any wiggles out. And during this portion, if you feel like you need to move, just do it with awareness. Do it slowly with awareness. So the purpose of Yoga Nidra is to just come into this really deep meditative state. Sometimes we fall asleep, and that's totally fine. It's totally fine to fall asleep, but the goal is to find that place right before you fall asleep and hover in this really beautiful state that is super healing, super informative, and rejuvenative to your whole being. So laying on your back, let's just breathe into lowest belly. Take a deep, expansive inhale. Pause at the very top, sip in a little bit more through your mouth and hold it. Sigh it out. Take your attention to your right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth, fifth toes, all your toes on the right foot, spacious, open, released. Sole and heel, relaxed. Top of the right foot, right ankle bone, softening, spacious. Right shin, right calf, right knee. Releasing, softening. Right thigh, right glute, soft, open. Take your attention to your left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe. Feel all your toes on your left foot, spacious, open, relaxed. Left sole of the foot, left top of the foot, left heel, released. Left shin, left calf, left knee. Relaxed, released. Left thigh, left glute. Spacious, softening, open. Feel the tops of the hip bones widen and soften. Feel your pelvis drop. Feel your sacrum floating, spacious, wide. Feel your belly relax down. Feel your ribs widen and soften and open. Feel your low back release. relaxed. Feel your mid-back soft, wide. Feel your chest widening, softening, spacious, released. Feel your shoulders drop. Your armpits are soft. Your upper arms and elbows are released. Forearms, wrists, backs of your hands and palms, softening, releasing into the earth. Fingers and thumbs, spacious and long. Collarbones are released and wide. Your upper back is soft, spacious. Throat is relaxed and open. Jaw is relaxed. Cheekbones soft. Eye sockets released. Eyeballs dropped. Forehead soft. Scalp is released. Skull soft. Brain drop. Base of the skull is wide. Feel your entire spine from the base of your skull all the way down to your tailbone. Spacious, liquid, easy. Attune to the fluid parts of yourself. Feel into your blood, your plasma, your lymph. Just feel yourself floating inside of yourself. Feel into your own internal fluid rhythm. Just picturing the balsamic moon hovering above you. Just imagining these beautiful moonbeams blessing you. Feeling yourself releasing, letting go. Be kind to your sleeping heart. Take it out to the vast fields of light and let it breathe. Please stay in Shavasana as long as you would like. Thank you so much for joining us today. All blessings to you, friends. Jai Guru Dev. Thank you.